Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome to a new series here on HNE called Annotated. So with Annotated, we'll explore the how, why, and explained behind some of the most popular, current, and upcoming film and television franchises. So with this installment of Annotated, we'll be focusing on Marvel, both the Marvel Cinematic Universe and also other aspects of Marvel, like Marvel TV, Sony's Marvel Universe as well, and talking about all those things, and a lot of it might be speculative at times, but the most important part is that we're kind of going into things, exploring concepts, and hopefully exploring new things together. But definitely let us know any ideas for future episodes for Marvel Annotated you'd like to see us do. And with all that said and done, let's get into it. In the now delayed Black Widow movie, fans of the MCU will get to see Taskmaster in live action as he leads the new Red Room. Since his inclusion was revealed and Secretary Ross was shown in trailers, it's become a common speculation that Taskmaster will eventually join a form of Thunderbolts, whether it's immediately within the MCU or maybe more behind the scenes still recruiting characters to eventually become the Thunderbolts team. This team, from what we can gather, will be a mix of the Dark Era Dark Avengers and also the traditional villains posing as heroes theme that Thunderbolts usually has. And with Taskmaster, a large debate has emerged regarding not only his involvement, but if, due to all the other things circulating around him, will he be another casualty of the Super Soldier program? Now, Taskmaster's identity and true motivations have been under wraps for the most part, but fragments have leaked in toys and marketing materials. We've seen him replicate the abilities of almost every Avenger seen as of Captain America Civil War, and are currently being led to believe that he's the primary antagonist of the film. And so far we've seen him copy the abilities of Black Panther, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Captain America, and Black Widow, with arguably Iron Man also added as well. And thanks to leaked reports, it appears the low-profile character of Rick Mason may actually be the identity of Taskmaster in the film, although it's a false identity, as his real identity will most likely be revealed to be one matching his comic book counterpart. Now, the character description for Mason is that he's a former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent and romantic interest for Natasha, and his suit as Taskmaster contains a camera in the mask which allows him to actively record and replay any footage needed, which we saw in the latest trailer for Black Widow as he was playing footage that was taking place during the events of Iron Man 2. And further details really beyond that are unknown and would be more speculative, but he seems to carry a Winter Soldier type vibe in terms of his presence, which usually means that he is going to serve a superior in terms of the Marvel movies. In this case, he'll likely be revealed during the film to serve either Ross, who would actually make a lot of sense as being able to feed him not only classified technology and equipment, but footage relating to several Avengers, and on the other hand, someone he could be serving is Melina, who's rumored to actually be the true head of the Black Widow program's rebirth. And Melina's character rumor is actually more so due to the fact that in the comics, that character is the villain Iron Maiden. Now, how does this connect to the MCU greater and the Super Soldier Serum and program? Well, since the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, almost every superhuman character can be connected to either the Infinity Stones or Super Soldier program. Now, with the Super Soldier program and Serum, especially the effects on Steve Rogers, usually only the physical abilities are the focus. However, as highlighted in Captain America the First Avenger, and then shown little bits here and there in spurts across the rest of the MCU, the Serum also augments mental capabilities. Steve Rogers, for example, could recite the locations of Hydra bases perfectly on a map after a glance, strategize efficient plans during the Battle of New York in an instant, and learn multiple fighting styles in almost an instant kind of pace, more or less, from observation, and later perfectly recall prior conversations. Specifically, with the abilities in combat, Rogers has been shown wielding weapons for the first time and replicating how others use them. And for a more famous kind of version of this example, look no further than how he wielded Mjolnir in Avengers Endgame after presumably having watched Thor use it multiple times in the past. Not only did he handle it very well for his first time, but he handled it with almost experience-like mastery. And the Red Skull as well also exhibited enhanced mental capabilities, being able to help develop weapons using Tesseract technology, and deduced as well that the Tesseract was truly only a shell for the true power within. And with remaining serum samples under government restrictions, it seems more or less like the perfect person to be in authority of someone like Taskmaster, if he were to be given that, would be Secretary Ross, as he's already done that in the past with Emil Blonsky, aka the Abomination. And as well, it could be a situation where they're giving it to someone like Taskmaster to basically act like a replicant Avenger, more or less, kind of like an all-in-one package, because with the Sokovian Accords in effect, he may be a type of super soldier for this new generation that would be used to neutralize rogue Avengers. So this is why I think the super soldier might have been used on Taskmaster in the MCU, not necessarily focusing more on the physical abilities it enhances, but more so the mental ones. And then also, I guess physically speaking, you would think he would need some sort of physical enhancement to perform any of the various feats he's been shown doing in the trailers, especially with an armored suit on. And personally, I do think this would be really interesting because it would be kind of like the US government's version of the Winter Soldier in a way, and almost kind of setting the breadcrumbs in this movie to the fact that the US government wants to assemble its own superhuman sanctioned team working directly for them, whether it's, shell governments or shadow organizations led by Ross, or maybe a more kind of glaringly public patriotic way like Iron Patriot. But leave your comments down below. What do you guys think? We'll see you guys later.